Hey, everybody. Hold on a second. I'm just trying to make sure that I have everything set up. I am streaming live in two different locations, and I am working on some stuff over here. I am trying to make sure that I get it all the way together. Yes. Hey, everybody. It's Kim Love Jones here, certified relationship coach. Yes, and tonight I want to talk about choosing yourself for V Day. That's what I want to talk about. Welcome. I am sharing out the live. I am working all the way on it. Um, yes, I am trying to get it all the way together. Yes, I am. Just trying to work on it. Yes. Yes, I am sharing out the live. I am sharing it out. I am sharing it out. Yes. Today I want to talk about choosing yourself. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Y'all know how that is. It could be for some people you feel a little melancholy. For others, they are out here doing Valentine's Day for the ladies. Sometimes, when this holiday comes up, it makes some people sad and it makes them not feel good about where they are and who they are because they don't have partnership and they desire it, right? So today I want to talk about choosing yourself. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about choosing yourself, baby. That's what I want to talk about. And I'm excited, and I'm very excited about that. That is a good thing. That is a good thing. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you for the heart, me. I see you. I can't see who it is, but I see the heart, me coming up. Thank you. I am still sharing out the live. Y'all come on in. Let's go. Hey, Judy S. I see you, baby. I look a little crooked, don't I? I don't know what is going on here my with my phone and all of this other stuff. Judy S, I see you. How are you, my love? I see you. Welcome in. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you. Yes, so we're going to talk about this tonight. Hey, love Universified. I see you, baby. Welcome in. We are just getting started. I said, let me get on. I want to get on a few minutes earlier than normal. I was like, let's just get to it. Hey, Keisha, I see you, baby. How are you? How you doing, my love? How are you? Listen, let me tell you something. I know for me, when I separated from my ex-husband, V Day was such a crazy day for me. I felt out of place, out of sorts. I didn't feel good about myself. I went through a lot of different emotions when I used to go through it. But when I began to choose myself, when I began to make myself a priority, when I began to love myself and pour back into myself, I noticed that I started feeling better. It just is what it is, right? And so tonight, somebody told me, I didn't do a video for this, but somebody said to me, I am amazing. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Mari, this is my first video for me. I asked my husband to, oh, baby. Listen, I understand. Hey, Elle, I see you, baby. How are you? I see you coming up in the room. Thank you for the heart, me, baby. So you said this is your first Valentine's Day, and it's difficult. It's very difficult. It to not be with somebody that you thought that you was always going to be with, that everything's going to work out amazing, that your life was going to look one way, and then it turned out and it wasn't that way at all. It can feel very, very heavy for all of us that are not quote unquote in relationships, right? I know how heavy it is, but I want to remind you that, oh, thank you for the button heart, Keisha. I see you, baby. But I want to remind you that although I know it can feel like a reminder of everything that you've been through, and you can begin to compare yourself to other people you see in relationships. Hey, Nicole, thank you for the share, baby. I see you. Um, it could give you a lot of questions and a quiet ache, right? I really want to talk about Valentine's Day is not about being chosen by anybody else. Thank you, the real me. Hey, baby, I see you. Thank you for the heart me. Hey, Patty B, I see you, baby. How are you? It's more about you choosing yourself. I am streaming on two different platforms because I'm looking back and forth, right? You're not behind. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. You are becoming. And I want to encourage our hearts tonight. I really, really do. That every step that you take, thank you, Patty B, for the heart. Me, thank you for the finger heart, baby. I appreciate you. Let me put on my good do not disturb because somebody is going to text my phone or do something. I want to encourage you. Hey, Quentin, how are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for the heart me. I want to encourage you that what you're doing is you're choosing yourself. And that while it is sometimes lonely and sometimes it's hard, it is, let me just tell you something. Shaquanda, I see you, baby. Yes, yes. Um, I just want to remind you that you're doing yourself by taking time to heal the best thing that you could ever do for yourself. You're doing it right now. And I'll tell you something, the process of healing, while it is ongoing, while I understand that it takes a long time to get to where it is that you legit want to be, I also want to say this to you. You would never get to where you want to be in relationships unless you took this time to heal whatever it was that was going on within you. And I know it's easy to say, these people out here ain't no good. Hey, heart, I see you, baby. How are you? Hey, Mr. Rogers. Oh my God, how are you? Sunbeam. Thank you for sharing out the live, my love. I see you. Although it is very difficult to go through this process. Hey, Glenda, I see you, baby. How are you? Hey, King J. As hard as it is to go through this, you are growing in leaps and bounds. You are becoming the person that you always wanted to be. And let me just say this. It's a process. And although this V-Day might not be your day is coming with a person that knows how to love you right because you've learned how to love yourself right. And that's what this is all about. Auntie, I unblocked my ex just because I'm done fighting, and she texted me, then deleted the message. I don't understand, we win. I don't understand. You unblocked your ex just because I'm done fighting? And she texted me and then deleted the message. I don't understand. People need to learn to love themselves. There you go, Shaquanda. You can be happy, and absolutely you can. And this is what it is. It's about choosing yourself. For V-Day, let's choose ourselves. That's what we're doing. We choosing us. We choosing to love one us. We are choosing to walk in a way that celebrates us, to speak life over our lives, to participate in the things that lift us up and encourage us and make us feel better, and not dwell on the things that woulda, coulda, and shoulda happened but didn't. We're going to leave all of that behind us because we are moving forward in a way that is going to even blow your mind. I promise you. Because if you're on this healing journey, if you want your life to look a particular way, If you want your life to look a particular way, then you need to change some things. I never blocked mine, she blocked me, but hey, that's her choice. Absolutely. She can delete, wait a minute, she can delete a message, but it still shows on your side. She needs to grow a little. Block her. That's listen. Hi, Ree. I see you, Ree Elite VIP. I see you, baby. Hey, Denise. How are you? How are you? There is, I don't know, like y'all remember back when we were kids and you was going to the school dance and I don't know. I don't know what they do now. I really don't. Oh my God. My baby boy is 30 something. I don't even remember how old he is. Lord Jesus, help me. But anyway, he 30 something, but early 30s, right? 32, something like that, right? So my baby boy is 32 years old. So let me just say this. I don't even know how they did it when they was in school, but you always wanted to be chosen. We all did. Each and every one of us, right? Hey, sis, you in town or you out of town? Because I don't know. I was looking for you this morning and so I said, okay, maybe she out of town. Because now he's with another one, but she'll never have what I got. It doesn't even matter if she has what you got or not. Can I tell you what's more important? That you don't have him. Let me just be honest. Hey, Majestic, thank you for the follow. That you don't have him. Because here's the thing, it really don't matter. It don't. Because what people fail to realize is, and let's be clear on both ends of the spectrum, right? Let's be clear that no matter where that person goes, there they are. So if nothing changes in their life or in your life, that person, those people, whoever that may be, if they continue to do the same things that they've always done, they're going to always get the same results. This is why I don't talk about other people and what they do, because it is so unimportant in the long game, in the ways in which we think about things. What we talk about is we're talking about elevation. We're talking about going to the next level. We're talking about peace. We're talking about joy. We talk about love. And all of that is inside of us. So when we get over our hurt, our pain, the way that we feel about a particular relationship or situation that we were in, and we begin to embrace that we did not go through all of that for nothing, and we begin to fully understand, right? That person literally did you a favor when they did X, Y, and Z, because you got to see who they really was. And they literally sent you back home to yourself so that you can learn who you are, what you want, and what you need. Like everything began to change. Everything begins to change. I always buy myself beautiful flowers every Valentine's Day, no matter what. I love me. I know that's right, Keisha. They'll never find another you. Right. Exactly. Hey, Lord, I see you. Okay, they gave me a flash goal. Lord Jesus. What is this flash goal? My goodness. Oh, God. 21. Okay. Heart me's, y'all. I need heart me's. And I know most of y'all get heart me's when y'all came in. I don't know why. I shouldn't even accepted that, but I'm going to give them a break. I need 21 heart me's. Right. So my point in all of this, thank you, sis. Sis saved her. She saved hers. Right. My point in all of this is that people are going to be who they are. We do not get to change them in any way, shape, form, or fashion. We get to, though, elevate our own lives, become the people that we are called to become. Like, there's a whole myth around being chosen. We've been conditioned to believe that love equals being picked, right? That's from childhood. That's fairy tales to adult relationships. This is what we're taught, right? The goal is to be chosen, right? Usually. Like that's why I started talking about, remember back when we were in school and we were doing all of the things that we were doing, and we wanted to go into a little dance or something, and you wanted somebody to ask you out, or it was somebody that you liked and maybe they didn't like you in the same way, but you really wanted to go out with them. Like, this is about It has always been about, sorry, it has always been about being chosen. The goal was that somebody would choose us from a child. And the reward is to be chosen. That's what it was. It was some validation in that, that you were enough. But here's the truth: being chosen by someone else means nothing if you haven't chosen yourself. It means nothing. That's the problem in most of our relationships. Thank you, Judy S., for the blazes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, baby. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. I had a client once that said she'd been married for 18 years, right? Just so we clear. She was married for 18 years. She was chosen, but she felt invisible. She felt unheard. In fact, she was lonely in her own house. Pring, I see you, my sister. How are you, my love? I see you. But sadly, all good things come to an end, right? And so I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know if it's Shaquanda. I don't know if that's a sadly all good things come to, or good things come to an end. I don't know if it was a good thing. Was it really a good thing? That's the question, right? Being chosen is not the same as being cherished. Just so we are clear, being chosen is not the same thing as being cherished. It's not. And a lot of times we believe that just because we have somebody in our lives, that everything is going to go smoothly. No, you need somebody that's willing to work with you, and as a collective, like build something, and is not afraid to lean in and do the work. And if you find that you're doing all of the work, then that's out of balance with what you need for your life, because each and every one of us needs reciprocity, right? So being chosen is not the same thing as being cherished. And one of the things that we have to be clear about is that we want to be cherished, we want to be loved, we want to be honored, we want respect, right? For both men and women. And so this Valentine's Day celebration selection can be different for a lot of people, but healing celebrates your self connection, your self awareness, the truth about who you are and what you want and what you need. When we choose ourselves, we're making a big, when I tell you, it changes the trajectory of everything. Hey, Erica, thank you for the follow, baby. Hey, Seal. Hey, Raymond. I see you. I see y'all coming in the room. Let me just tell you, like, why being chosen can sometimes be a trap. When you make being chosen the goal, you start to shrink. Think about that. Think about that. For all my people watching me on my other platform. Think about that. Think about the fact that one of the things that begins to happen is you begin to shrink because you're more concerned with being chosen by someone else. Wait a minute, that is hilarious, Patty V. Does Alexa have an anti-Valentine's Day song list? Just curious. Love should be every day. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Patty V, you funny. I don't chase. I said look pretty and let him approach. That's it, Shaquanda. That's it. That's it. But can I tell you, we're not supposed to chase. We're supposed to attract. And I believe that you attract the people who you are. I believe in a real way, and it's how I live my life, that when you find your center, when you have clarity, when you have peace within yourself, when you are clear about what it is you want, you will attract the right people to you. Period. Just so we know. But when you make being chosen the goal, you begin to adjust, tolerate, perform, overgive, silence your needs. You begin to do all of those things because the fear becomes, What if they walk away? What if they leave me? What if they abandon me? What if they don't choose me for real, for real? What if this is just temporary and you sitting around waiting for the other shoe to drop? We gotta want more. See, hey, Prashan, I see you, baby. How are you? Hey, Erica, thank you for the rose, baby. I see you. I definitely don't chase, right? I attract alignment. Yes. So people can be in alignment with you and who you are, your goals, your dreams, your visions, right? But when you love yourself first, the question becomes, does this feel aligned with who I am? So the practical application for that is, have I ever stayed just to avoid being alone? Have I ever stayed just to avoid being alone? Have I minimized my needs to keep someone? Have I equated attention with love? That's the question, right? I'm streaming on 2 platforms, y'all. Y'all pray for me. Let's talk about what loving yourself now actually means. Let's talk about that. I say this all the time, and I say this basically to women. Some women believe that self love looks like spa days, bubble bath. Thank you, Kevin. I see you. I see you, Kev. Thank you for the marvelous confetti. Oh my God. Women believe that a lot of women, not all, but I believe a lot of women say, self love looks like spa days and bubble baths and shopping sprees and all of those things, right? And it's not. Loving yourself doesn't look like that. It is emotional honesty, it's boundary setting, it's self trust, it's inner stability. It's not abandoning yourself. Self love is internal. Yes, yes, baby. Yes, it is. It's not that. It's not that's a part and a small part at that. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Like I'm just gonna go hang out with the fellas for men. I'm gonna try, yeah, because I gotta make sure I'm good, blah, 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 blah. Listen to me. If you can be emotionally honest with yourself, you're already winning. Do you know how many people cannot internalize, deal with how they legitimately feel? And so they don't. They just don't. And they're not, hey, Nelly, thank you for the heart me, my love. I see you. Okay, I'm trying to get my heart me's up here. I'm going to put it on the pin. I got 5 minutes. I don't know. It's 59 people in here. Could y'all help a sister out with a heart me? Right? Because y'all know how they do with these heart me's. Oh my goodness, it drives me crazy. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. They gave me that as a flash goal. I'm like, oh my God, right? Yes. Hi, Nelly. I see you. Hi, Eve. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, baby. We coming along. There's 55 people in the room. I need a heartbeat, please. Thank you. And they I don't even want to do all of that. If I hit the goal, I hit the goal. But y'all know how it goes. Jeannie in a bottle. I see you, baby. How are you? Do you know how many people cannot be emotionally honest? Number one, first of all, it hurts. I've been there. I stay in that space now. But when I was crossing over from all of the things that I had told myself in order to survive out here, and I started being real honest with myself about where I was and what I was doing and the nature of how I was showing up in relationships, it hurt. It's not easy. And I'm just being honest. And then setting boundaries. That's a whole another deal. Learning to set boundaries once I understood what it is that I wanted and I needed. I am amazing. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you, baby, for the money gun. Thank you for the gym gun. Wow. Thank you, baby. Thank you. But understanding what it takes in order to set boundaries that are going to honor who you are, where you are, and what you really need for your life is the next level. It's the next level, right? Learning to trust yourself again because of the bad decisions and the bad choices and some of the mistakes that we've made, right? I get it. It took me a long time to figure out how to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust my camera so I'm not seemingly looking off to the left or the whatever, so it's more centered, right? It is very difficult to get to, if you're all over the place emotionally, to get to a place of inner stability. When I stopped abandoning myself, and you have patience with yourself, absolutely, King J, absolutely. When I stopped, I didn't stop abandoning myself until I went on my healing journey. Until I said I need to take a sabbatical. I'm not even interested in talking to anyone. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to take a minute. Thank you, Nelly, for sharing out the live, baby. Thank you so much. Yeah, y'all share out the live for us, sister girl over here. Until I got to the point when I was ready to take my sabbatical and really, really heal. That's the only time I stopped abandoning myself, because I started listening to myself and I started paying attention to what I needed. I started reorganizing my thoughts and pushing away and unlearning the lies, because I didn't. Hey, man, please. I see you coming up in here. How are you? I see you. I see you. Yes. So trying. So trying to not abandon myself while trying to please. Thank you. Think of hard, man, please. I appreciate you. Trying to not abandon myself, right? And still trying to please everybody else don't work. It doesn't work. You get to a point where you begin, you say, hey, pretty lady, laugh out loud. You are hilarious. Listen, you get to a point where it's either them or you, and you got to make a decision. And you're like, wait a minute, what am I doing? I got so much clarity today, but back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I was all over the place. Why was I dating that guy? Like, he was a total jerk. He was loud. He was obnoxious. You know what I'm saying? And rude. Wait, what? We go out to dinner and you're embarrassing me. So why was what? I said, I'm not going out to dinner with him anymore. But I still dated him. I just wouldn't go out to dinner with him. We would go to the park. We would do something. You know what I'm saying? We weren't going back in the because by the time we, like we went to the park, we did a lot of different. By the time we got to go to I think I might have been dating him for like 3 weeks. Because we used to go all over the place. Like, come on, Kim, come go with me, blah, 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 blah. Come go with me over here, come go with. I'll be like, okay. And we were kind of like, doing this dating thing, getting to know each other thing. We was having a lot of fun. We maybe grab something out the store, something like that. Nothing was majorly. We went out to dinner and I saw how obnoxious he was, how loud and rude. I said, I'm not going out to dinner with him anymore. We had a good time as long as we was not around a whole bunch of people. Listen to me. It was embarrassing. And I had to ask myself when I started my healing journey more than 10 years ago, I said, why would you even go out with somebody like that? You like them and they cool. Thank you, Ike, for the follow. You like them and they're cool. Thank you. But why would you go out with somebody who's loud, rude, just obnoxious? That's not what you want for your life. But this is years ago. And at the time, I didn't have any boundaries or any really clear idea. Like, I had an idea, but I wasn't strong in it. And you can be left sitting there trying to pick up the pieces from stuff like that, and when you don't have clarity about what you really want and what's going to work for you or not work for you. You understand what I'm saying? When you get to the point that you begin to understand what you need for your life, you stop playing around and rolling around in the mud. You just stop. Like, that's not what I want. Nope, not doing it. Because you finally have some clarity. That's what it's all about, right? So loving yourself now means you stop chasing clarity. I'm sorry. Loving yourself now means you stop chasing clarity. You stop begging for consistency. You stop explaining your worth. You stop negotiating your standards. You don't do it anymore. I realize I don't need most people. Slab, I see you, baby. I understand. I was listening to this podcast earlier today that one of my friends had sent me, and it was really, really good. I forget who it was. Maybe I'll share out the lady's name when I think about it again. I got to write it down and remember to talk about it here. But it was very good. And she was talking about, hey, Coach TJ, thank you for the heartbeat. I see you. Thank you. And she was talking about the different sets of people that you need in your life, associates, friends, and in your partnerships. And she literally was saying that she was an avoidant, and that if somebody did one thing, she would cut them off immediately. And she would, like, she said, I only need 5 friends. And, so it was just a very interesting conversation to start with, right? No goals, just a job, and student loan debt. I know that's right. I know. Oh, okay. You're saying you don't have any goals, just a job and student loan debt. Okay. All right. Thank you, Coach TJ. I see you. So the reason why I'm saying that this is so important is because you could be so rigid in the way that you even do business. And I'm listening to her, and I know that there are tons of people who feel sometimes like they don't need anybody else in their lives, but that's a lie. The people that we need, it could be your family, and it doesn't have to be all of your family, because sometimes they could get on your nerves too. Your children, if you have, your parents, if you have, right? If they're still here. It could be associates, right? And I mean, I want to be clear that we do need people in our lives, right? I want to be clear that that's what this is. Thank you, Coach TJ, for the popular votes. I see you. I see you. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for the follow, baby. I see you. Can y'all welcome Linda into the room? I want to be clear that we all need people outside of our immediate circle, even. Right? So you have your 4 or 5 friends, and then you have, some associates here and there. But those are the people who you may call for a business opportunity, for a job, to connect your niece or your nephew or somebody in your family to them or something. We all need people. We can't ever get to the point we're like, I'm done with everybody, because all you're going to do is go down into a rabbit hole and go so deep in it and be left to your own devices, and you're not going to grow in that. And I tell people this all the time. I am very clear to tell people this all the time. We need one another, just so we're clear, right? And we need to show up even for ourselves, just so we are clear. Hey, Stelford, I see you. Thank you for the follow. Always won't open new exactly. And so sometimes we just want to, like I'm sick of everybody getting on my nerves. These people are crazy. My whole family's nuts. A lot of people do that. Oh, my parents was off the hook because they probably was. I don't doubt it. Because we think that they're supposed to be superheroes, and they're not. They're just not. They're just regular human beings that do, you know what I'm saying? But understanding that you need others because iron sharpens iron more than anything else. Because you need somebody in your life with whom you can communicate with. I needed to hear this because I feel like I've been more introverted this year, but at the same time I know I need people. Yes, people who need people are the luckiest people. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. How so, Sunbeam? How so? How so? Y'all talk to me. Y'all talk to me and y'all forgive me. I'm going to get me one of those cups in a minute. I'm going to order one. I'm going to order one. Matter of fact, somebody else already ordered me one. Yeah, somebody else already ordered me one. Especially men. I was innocent jail with a keep going back. Especially men, I was innocent in jail with them when they keep going back. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. See, I don't know the situation and or the circumstance. I only need Jesus. He will never forsake me. I hear you. I hear you praying, but that's not how this works. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Y'all remember that progressive commercial or some kind of commercial? It's like, I unfriend you. No, that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. You need people. You need people in your life. People help you. People connect you to other people. People mention your name in rooms. Hey, Qatar America, I see you, baby. People connect you to other people. People thank you, baby, for the heart me. I've been friend hurt. We all have. Me and my best friend had a falling out. I don't even know how long ago it's been. My best friend. Since we've been 13 years old, I think 13, 14 years old. My best friend. It's okay. I love her. I pray for her every day. But, it is what it is. We got to go through our process, whatever that process is. We got to learn. We got to grow, whatever that process is. And I still consider her my best friend. And I don't think that title is going to go to anybody else. We've been on the rough side of the mountain together. People will definitely hurt you. As long as you are living and breathing, you will experience hurt from people. That is the nature of the beast. Even when you don't intentionally want to hurt anybody, you hurt people too. We need people to be our mirrors, windows, and doors. We decide the amount of access we give. Absolutely, Kevin. Absolutely. And so sometimes we get caught up to keep thinking, oh, everybody is so messed up. Well, so are we. That's why I forgive people almost immediately. Because I'm not holding on to it. But it's not like I've never done anything to anybody else. I'm not perfect. We all make mistakes. We all do things that are out of alignment. What are we talking about? We're talking about healing ourselves. We are keeping it real about healing ourselves. My name is Kim Love Jones. I'm a certified relationship coach. I've been coaching for 15 years and I help people heal. You know how you heal? With forgiveness. You know how you heal? With mercy and grace. That's how we do it. And setting up new boundaries and new structures. You ain't had no boundaries in place. You was all willy-nilly. You was just out there flapping with the wind, doing whatever. But when people hurt you, they make you reassess and reevaluate where you are so you can make better decisions and choices for yourself. Hey, Becca, I see you. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow, January Bell. I see you, baby. Thank you for the roses, King J. I see you. You understand what I'm saying? The keep the good clothes for themselves and give the bad clothes to people. Huh? Slab? I don't understand. funny, this is the topic. Myself and my cousin had this conversation literally yesterday. Yes. But when you gain the clarity that you need, you become so much better. Not for everybody else. More importantly, you become better. You do become better for them because you became better for yourself. And you show up differently in your relationships, period. This conversation today is about, instead of Valentine's Day being chosen by somebody else, it's about you choosing you and making sure that you're important, right? Because V Day is tomorrow. Hey, MR, you said yes. Welcome welcome in, MR. I see you. What's your advice for those you thought you loved and trusted was just people who hide behind a mask? That's most people, Becca. Most people are afraid. They're afraid to be honest. They're afraid to be truthful. They don't always say the right things, do the right things. That's most people. That's why it's so hard to find somebody that could really has the capacity to love you, because technically it's not that they're not out there and they don't exist, because they do exist. But it's a matter of peeling back the layers. Hey, Reese, I see you, baby. Thank you for the heart me, my love. Thank you. But it's a matter of peeling back the layers and really seeing that person authentically and truly for who they are. More importantly than that is you attract what you are and what you project, right? Thank you, Reese, for the populace, baby. When you get to a certain point within your own healing, you stop chasing clarity because you get it for yourself. You stop begging for consistency because you're showing up for yourself. You stop explaining your worth, right? Yes? Because you understand who you are. And you stop negotiating your standards because you understand that your standards are there and they're important. You said, thank you, beautiful. I see you, Becca. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dreams. Thank you for the follow, baby. Yes, we see their potential, not what they actually are. And most people don't show you who they are in the initial stages. They just don't. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being honest. Most people don't show you their full selves when you first meet them, which is why, let me just circle. I'm going to put a pin right here for this, and I'm just going to veer off just a smidgen. This is why, if you're going to be in a relationship and you out here and you dating in these streets, pay attention. Because people may not actually say it out of their mouths, like how they're going to show up for you or but they tell you. And I keep telling people this, like, listen and pay attention to what people are saying and what people are not saying. Because if you, and I'm coming to the comments in a minute, y'all, if you understand the value of listening and learn that as a skill, your life will go to a whole new level. It is important to hear what people are saying and to hear what they're not saying. And a lot of times we let things just go, oh, they're so nice. And we hear what we want to hear and not even what people are actually saying. Can we be honest? Can we be honest? Hey, that dude, I see you. Wait a minute, I'm going back to the comments. Okay, my current lesson: no codependency, no self-abandonment, no over-explaining, knowing what I want. Absolutely. Stay right there. Stay right there. Facts. Which is craziness, yeah. I'm better than both. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I used to miss all of their true colors and confusing the red flags. Yes, exactly. But they can't hide it only. Yes. And if we would stop jumping in to relationships before taking the time to just really truly see who a person is and how they really show up, we would be so much better off because of that. But I know because we want to be in relationship. So sometimes we ignore all of the big blaring red flags that are all over the place just to be in relationship with someone, right? Because they cool. Actions speak louder than words. Yes. But you know what? Words are very telling. Most people tell y'all, and I'm not making this up because most people told me who they was straight off the bat. They really told me that they wasn't ready. I'm telling you, they said something like around like this. That this is what. Oh my God, they said something like, "You too good for me." That's what they said. Hi, Lauren. I see you. Thank you for the follow, baby. MR, when we blame everyone else, we miss how we show up. That's right. People say stuff like that to you. People say stuff like that to you. They say, "You too good for me." Oh, I'm just in the middle of something right now. I'm trying to work on some stuff and get my life together. They telling you right there. They ain't ready. Oh, I've been busy at work all day. I'm gonna try to see if I can find some time. They telling you right there. They telling you right there. We gotta listen with the good ear. We gotta listen with the good ear. Not ready for a relationship is straight out, but some people will dance around it. They'll tell you all the things that they have to do. They'll say things like, well, I take care of my mom. Well, I got my kids. The woman usually, or even the man, I have my kids every weekend. They telling you right there, no, no, no. I'm not looking for nothing serious. And the reason why is because the person who wants to see you, the person that's really truly interested in you, they trying to figure out a way where they could come see you tomorrow. They met you today. Matter of fact, they want to see you tonight. They not coming up with, oh, I got this to do. They not telling you this whole the itinerary of things. They not pushing you back. They not. They're not. Just so we're clear. So I need to sidebar to that. I needed to sidebar to that because anybody who believes that you are important or they like you enough, you're not going to hear any of that. They're going to make their way, the best way. Wait, and they're going to come in with a whole plan. Well, I heard you say that you like to go to basketball games. I happen to know somebody who got, thank you, figuring it out. Thank you, baby. I know somebody who got courtside tickets. And I called them up today to make sure so we could go. They gonna make sure that you're okay. They gonna make sure that they doing something that they heard you say just in passing that you like to do, and they're gonna be on top of that as it pertains to you. I'm not. Thank you for the boxing gloves and the roses. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you figuring it out. Pring, thank you for the glove. Thank you for the blazer. Thank you, baby. Right? Yeah, it's a little more than consideration, though, of figuring it out. It's a little more than just consideration. What it is I'm going to make sure I solidify this. So hear with the good ear. Don't just hear what you want to hear and give credence to the excuses. Don't do that. You're doing yourself a disservice and you're doing them a disservice. It's Valentine's Day, a busy day for relationship coaches. Well, actually, it's not. It's pretty chill. It'll be after Valentine's Day when things don't work out. It's the day before, but it'll probably start up. Well, it's over the weekend. It'll start up on Monday, Tuesday, or Sunday. I'm so serious. I'm not trying to be funny. because can I tell y'all, don't y'all do this at the beginning of the year? My new year starts in August. I always tell people this because it is my I don't know why God be moving me in August in a different way, but my new year starts in August. But most people on the calendar year, January the 1st, December the 31st, people in the whole week from Christmas to New Year, people are in a very reflective state. I don't know. And then we go into the winter blues, right? You said waiting for my phone to ring. You are funny, that dude. You waited for your phone to ring. So people get into a very reflective place from Christmas to New Year's, leading up to the holidays, and they start looking at things because usually, if people meet, whenever they meet, they want to see something solidified during the holiday season, or they want to see something solidified. Period. Right? They want to know that they're going somewhere. You've been seeing somebody for 2.5 months. Y'all been dating, y'all been hanging out. You don't even have to get into the smex thing. It doesn't even have to be that. It doesn't even have, you could just really, really like them and always want to spend time with them. And y'all like doing some of the same things, going to movies, doing this, doing that, blah, 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 blah. Whatever it may be, right? That's all well and good. But there comes a point in a time, and especially around the holidays, if you've been seeing them 6 months, around the holidays, you want to know something because you're about to cross over into a brand new year. And people get extremely reflective during this time. And it's like they want their lives to change. So people are either going to cut somebody off, they're going to get into a relationship. They met somebody while they was out with their family over the holidays or whatever. And then they like, okay, so where is this going? Because you know that the calendar's about to flip over to January 1, and that you want things to look different in your life more than they ever have, right? Well, by V-Day, by good old Valentine's Day, if things ain't good, it be the day after. And I'm usually doing radio and all of this stuff. This since COVID, I haven't been doing a lot of that. But yeah, I usually do radio shows. I'm all over right around this time, like a week or two before Valentine's Day. Everybody's asking me to come on their radio shows and do all these different things, right? But the reason why this is so important is because this is like a line in the sand for so many people. And it needs to be, because sometimes you've been being strung along the entire time and you don't even realize it. And then you're hurt. Like your heart is all the way broken because you've been thinking that this thing is going to end up being more than what it really is. And that's painful when you realize on Valentine's Day that this person didn't even consider you, think about you, even call you up. They sent you a text message, and that was the extent of it. I have never had a Valentine. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, pretty archangel. I'm sorry. You be your own Valentine. That's what I'm talking about tonight. Be your own doggone Valentine. You don't need nobody else to be your Valentine. Choose yourself, baby. Take yourself out to go do something nice. Choose yourself. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. And the thing about this room, pretty, I'm just gonna call you pretty because I like that. I like that. Pretty, the thing is that it's more about you loving you than it is anybody else loving you, because you got to love you right first. And let's just be honest, right? Because we're not begging for consistency. We're not chasing clarity from somebody else. We're not explaining our worth anymore. And you stop negotiating your standards. You're not negotiating your standards. We're not doing that no more. Self love is internal safety. Let's talk about it. Self love is internal safety. Can we be honest? That's how you learn to trust yourself again. That's how you do it, right? So I had a client who said, I just want to call him. And I asked her, but do you feel calm? I'm sorry. She wanted to call him, but she was waiting on him to call her. I said, do you feel calm when he doesn't call? Why are you doing the extra and the most? She began to realize she wasn't seeking love. She was seeking relief because she didn't want to be by herself. And when you're in that headspace, you're not good. Self love is internal. That's right, baby. That's right. That's right, Kev. I see you. You know, it's a matter of understanding that you sometimes have to be your own stability first. Like, let's be honest. You have to be your own stability first. You know that's why people are attracted to you, because you are your own stability. Because you show up on stable footing. People are attracted to that level of confidence and taking care of business, right? Be your own best friend. Absolutely. Absolutely. So for a lot of us, we've got to redefine Valentine's Day. A lot of us. That's what we got to do. We got to redefine it. And redefining Valentine's Day looks like us doing something like this, celebrating where we're at, our level of healing. Recommitting ourselves to our standards. A reminder to grow. To honor our progress. It's a checkpoint for our alignment to see if we are where we say we're supposed to be in our own minds, right? When I talk about a celebration of healing, I feel good about the fact that I am in alignment with myself. That although the process was hard, I showed up for myself. And I think that once we begin to realize, both of us, all of us, right, that healing is what this whole thing is really all about, right? So you can become a better version of yourself to attract the love that you really want. But when you are attracting them, you're not attracting them because you don't have your standards in place, or that you know that you just gonna let everything go the minute you meet them. No, it's showing who you are. You're honoring your process and the things that you have gone through in your life. You begin to understand some things clearly about what it is. Thank you, forever. I see you, baby. How are you? How are you, my love? I see you, baby. It's a reminder for you to grow and to continue doing what it is that you're doing. It's a good day to check in with your own self and see who you really are and what you want and what you need. It's a good day for that, right? Instead of asking who loves you, ask yourself, how am I loving myself? Hi, Alyssa. Thank you for the heartbeat, baby. I see you. Thank you. Hey, I'm feeling better now. How are you? Beautiful, hard day, but I made it through. I am amazing forever. I am amazing. I am here, baby. I am here. Thank you for the populars, baby. I see you. I see you. Hey, Kiki. I see you. Thank you for the heartbeat, my love. Thank you. Kiki, you made it to level 4 in the fan club, baby. I see you. Thank you. You have big, beautiful brown. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Isn't there a song that goes? Is it? I don't know. It's a song. It's a song, isn't it? God is good. I'm here. Hello, somebody. We got Kiki and Kiki. Hey, I see y'all. Welcome in. I see you. And thank you for the rose, my love. I see you. Right? How am I loving myself? Yes, there is a song. Yeah, because I'm like, wait a minute. Thank you. Mint condition. Yep. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Y'all see, y'all, I don't even be knowing. Y'all pray for me. I knew it was a song, but I couldn't think of who sung it. Sunshine and Pink. I see you, baby. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I see you. I see you. So ask yourself, how am I loving myself? Ask yourself that question. Y'all got a pen and a piece of paper. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. Cynthia, thank you for the rose, baby. Thank you. Okay, do y'all drop this in the chat? Just drop it in the chat. Did I honor my boundaries this year? Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat, y'all. Alyssa, I see you, baby. You said yes. Did I honor my boundaries this year? I want to get the chat chatting, y'all. Yes, genie in a bottle. Yes. Yes, that's the question. Did I honor my boundaries this year? Yes, forever. Yep. Yep. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Audrina. Thank you, baby, for the follow. I see you. Did I honor my boundaries this year? That's the question. You don't have to answer it in the chat, but write the question down. I want you to sit with yourself. Y'all know sometimes I go in deep, and sometimes I'm giving y'all work that I would probably give in my class. I'm deeper in the class, I think. Peace, thank you, baby, for the heart me. I see you. I see you, Peace. Thank you for the populace. Thank you for the heart me, baby. The reason why this is important is because when you start asking yourself these questions, it's going to give you more clarity. Did I walk away when something felt wrong? Yes, class is A1. You guys should join. Yes, y'all need to become a part of my Unlocking Your Love community. Yes, it is absolutely amazing. Yes, it is. Forever is a part of it. Yes, 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 yes. Did I walk away when something felt wrong? That's the next question. You could put a yes or a no in the chat. Did you walk away when something felt wrong? MR said, I did. Good for you, because we celebrate in that. Walking away too fast, maybe too rigid. No, Jazzo, I don't know. You said no, no. Yes, Cynthia said yes. Yes, so let's go. No, that's right. That's right. Did I tell the truth about my needs? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You walked away. Yes. Hey, Morel. Morel. Thank you for the roses. How are you? did I tell the truth about my needs? Yes. Kevin said yes. Did I walk away from something that felt wrong, Jeannie? Did I tell the truth about my needs? This is important stuff. This is the reason why I'm like, write this down, type it in the chat, write it down, write it down, write it down. Because if we're not honest, then we can't get to where it is that we want to be. Did I stop chasing people who were emotionally unavailable? That's a practical way to check in. There are questions that you can ask and answer within yourself. You said no, you didn't. So, okay, so this is what we're going to do. You're self-aware now. If you didn't, yes and no, still learning to. Yes, that's honest. That's honest. No and yes, getting better. I'm not taking blame for something I didn't do. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is you're going to keep checking in with yourself and asking yourself these questions. Because what is important is that you have to understand, right? Oh, I got a puzzle, y'all. I got a puzzle. I got a puzzle. Okay, I got the puzzle. Okay. All right. All right. I did the puzzle, right? But you want to do a check in. You want to talk to yourself. You want to ask yourself some important questions so that you don't ever go through this again. You may go through other things, but not this. Because what you're going to do if you haven't been honoring your boundaries this year is you're going to start. When you feel like something is wrong, you're going to walk away. You're not going to explain. You're not going to start saying, oh, I need you to tell. You're not going to do any of that. You're just going to walk away because you realize that what's happening is not honoring what you need and what you want. Right? You're going to tell the truth about what it is that you need. And if you're already doing that, I am celebrating you right now because a lot of people have never told themselves the truth about anything. A lot of people can't even see themselves. A lot of people are in so much pain and they're so hurt. And this is real talk. That they don't even know what they need. Not yet. I want to tell you that when you get to these points, it's growth, it's love, it's self-love. It is all about you. This season in your life is about preparation. And if you're in this room and you stay in this room any length of time, you know all I talk about is healing. And because I talk about healing, it's all about preparing for the next level in your life. And that's what I kind of like, they go hand in hand. As you heal, you're being prepared in this area of your life to do quite a few things. One is recognize when your nervous system feels safe. You know, there's this quote, and I can't remember the whole thing, but part of it says that the body keeps score. And I don't know if y'all realize, all of those who have been on when I've been on, not last night, but a couple of nights I was on in a row. I've been talking about the central nervous system. Before your mind ever knows about anybody else, your body, your nervous system can feel their energy. This is not, I'm not being, I'm spitting scientific fact. It is a biochemical. You know how the hair stands up on the back of your neck when you feel like you're not safe? Your body senses a certain energy. And if we're not careful, we will find ourselves tied to and connected to people thinking that it's normal because our bodies are so used to chaos. But when your body feels calm, you feel like, wait a minute, what's going on? I don't sense anything. This is, hey, Ebony, I see you. Yes, thank you, baby. Thank you. You just started to read that book? Wow, that's interesting. I knew it was a quote or something. I couldn't remember, but the body literally keeps score. And I need for you to understand that there are some things going on inside of us when we are around chaotic people or chaotic energy or whatever, right? You being prepared is beginning to recognize what safety looks like for you. Everybody's in a different place, so safety may not look the same. There are some people that still think the chaos is safe, and I get that. But I'm saying it's levels to everything. And as you begin to heal, you emerge differently. Hey, melanated, I see you, baby, coming up in here. Welcome in, welcome in. I see you, sister girl. I see you, right? You, oh, oh, okay. All right. The idea that you feel a particular way about a thing, and it's internal, it's not external. It's not even your mind thinking, it is your body that feels the energy. And being accustomed to a certain energy can and will throw you off. Thank you, Melanated, for the rose, baby. Depending on our upbringing, we see chaos as normal. Absolutely. That's what I've been talking about the last 3, 4 days on here. So I'm saying it again because as you heal, you're being prepared to recognize what it is that feels genuinely safe to you, not the chaos. Because some people, like Kevin just said, and I've been saying, chaos feels normal until you begin to heal and you realize, like, wait a minute, I'm tired of feeling like this. Thank you, Sunbeam, for the heart, me baby. Thank you so much. You begin to say, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm tired of the crazy. I don't want to do crazy anymore. You know, I literally had to ask myself that question. I promise y'all I did. Like, I didn't ask myself the question. I made that statement. I said, I'm tired and all I want is peace. I want peace in my life. I want peace in my heart. I want peace all around me. I want peace. And I'm not kidding you. I realized, like, the more I called peace into my life, I started to evolve because I no longer desired the things that would bring me the chaos. And slowly, it didn't happen overnight. It was a slow process that brought me. Hi, Reborn. I see you flying up in here. How are you? And it was a slow process, right? Because I went from this, I'm sick of all of the foolishness kind of thing, right? I did that. And then I want peace in my life. I kept saying that to myself. I'm sick of feeling this way. It's a heaviness. It's a weight. It's always drama. It's always drama. I don't want that anymore, right? Okay. It went from saying I'm sick of the drama to I just want peace. I just want peace in my life. And then it came down to me literally creating that for myself, like in my home. I talk about it all the time because I just want to be comfortable, right? I want quiet. I want to be able to think. I want to be able to hear myself think about something and process it. I am better when I can sit and process what is happening all around me. I pay attention to everything everybody does and how people move, right? But the reason why this is so important, hi, Dr. G, I see you. How are you? I see you. The reason why this is so very important is because it's about understanding, right? That when I have peace in my life, the more I called peace in, I was healing and the peace was coming. I was healing and the peace was coming and it helped me settle my mind. I am amazing. I am amazing. That's what I am, Dr. G. Yes. I'm so glad you came in here. I am so glad to see you. Yes. I saw you the other day in Morel's room. I saw you in there. Yes, I did. I was in there for a minute, but I had to go. Jasper, thank you for the follow. I see you. Thank you for the follow. But it's important to understand. It's important to understand that as you're calling healing, peace into your life, there are some things that are going to automatically shift in you as a direct result of your desire for peace. And so your life begins to change because, and I always talk about this on a whole nother level. I talk about this. And it may not be something that people are like, oh, Kim, it's in a heavy way. I want you to understand something. Whatever you desire for your life, and I'm not just talking about manifestation and all of that. I'm not. I'm talking about the way as a man thinketh, so is he. What I'm talking about is that And I've said this many times in my life. What I'm talking about is the fact that when you write the vision and you make it plain and you say, I want peace, I want my life to look like dot, 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 what you end up doing is in order to receive all that you're asking for, you have to get prepared for it. So, literally, every cell in your body begins to acquiesce to what it is that you said that you wanted and needed. And a lot of people don't understand that. You have to become the person that has the capacity to hold the peace, to keep the peace. Because you can have peace and it can be fleeting. It's just like love. You can have love and love can be fleeting. Because once you get it, you don't know how to maintain it or keep it. I hope that that makes sense. I hope that that makes sense. Y'all, I'm only at 28.2K taps. Ooh, I got to put my tapper on. Y'all play too much. I'm like, wait a minute. I just happened to look at that. Y'all, hold on a minute. Oops. Oops. Wait a minute. What in the world? I cannot find myself live on my own thing. I have to go and find myself. I don't know why it's not showing me. Oh, there I go. Hello, somebody. So the reason why this is so very important, and I want y'all to understand what I'm saying, is because I know a lot of people talk about manifestation and all of this, and while that goes hand in hand with as a man thinketh, so is he, it really is biblical. I want you to understand some foundational truths. You could say you want all you could say I want to do X, Y, and Z, all that you want, but until you work on becoming that person, until you work on, y'all, I hope I don't knock my lights and everything out. Until you become that person that has the capacity to be in that space. Hi, I'm new. I'm Kat. Nice meeting you. I just went through all that stressful. Did you? Okay. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry you even had to go through all of that. Hold on, y'all. I got to put this thing on here. Okay. The reason why this is important, though, and I really want y'all to figure to hang, to lean into this, is because I need for you to understand just how you are being transformed, even by the words that you speak. You want love, you want to be in a wonderful and amazing relationship, then you have to become the person that has the capacity to hold space for a wonderful relationship. It doesn't work that God is going to bless you, give you everything you want and need for you to squander it. It would be the equivalent of you asking God for a Maybach, but you can't afford the maintenance. What that look like? God's got to prepare you financially to be able to not only maintain the maintenance, but pay the insurance, and not just at a month at a time, but for the whole year, full coverage. You know what a part costs on that. You know what I mean? The reason why, y'all forgive me, I'm gonna get that cup in a minute. The reason why this is so very important is because if you get it and you can't maintain it, you're going to lose it. And that doesn't make much sense. So you have to get prepared. And in this way of getting prepared, you recognize what safety even looks like. You recognize that you feel calm when you're around a person. You recognize that you've created a safety net within yourself. And now you can trust your own decisions and your own choices. Nobody else is making you feel a particular way. You're choosing from a place of love and not a place of survival. So you even choose differently because you're not thirsty. You've had enough water. You're making choices from a perspective of love and not survival. When you make choices from survival, you choose all kinds of shenanigans that do not honor you, do not honor what you want, and doesn't end up working well over the long haul. Because that's when you shrink and abandon yourself and do, because now you're trying to make sure that somebody else chooses you as opposed to you having already chosen yourself. Hey, Nana, I see you. I am fine. How are you? You realize you are loved and you don't have to seek it. Right. That's precisely right, Kevin. Hey, Queen Ronnie's. I see you. Hello. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Right? This is important, y'all. Because when you begin to recognize safety, that means that you're learning to trust yourself. You begin to choose differently, right? And then you attract consistency into your life. You will not, in fact, even deal with anybody who is inconsistent. The moment you see it, you'll address it. If you like the person, you'll give them a minute, you'll address it, see what's going to change, if anything, if nothing change. See, okay, baby, it's been real. And the other part of that is you get prepared. You stop repeating old patterns. You stop doing what you've always done because you realize that you're not getting the results that you want by doing that, right? What we're talking about is choosing you over and above everything else because you're important too. And you don't just want to have a relationship for the sake of saying, I have a relationship. You want a relationship that honors you, that honors who you are, that honors your wants, your needs, and your desires. That's it. You are not behind in love. You are becoming emotionally ready. Praying said, never again. Never again what, Praying? Never again what, baby? I see you. I saw a quote about that. I looked back and I realized they weren't the love I was familiar. Um, Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm trying to look through the comments. You realize, okay, that's Kevin. I read that one. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss any comments. I'm waiting to hear I love you and there's nothing you could do about it. I know that's right. Hey, Fatima, thank you for the follow, baby. I don't know is in the building. Hey, baby, I see you. Hi, I'm New Cat. Okay, I see you, Cat. Welcome in. Can y'all welcome Cat into the room, please? My body's response to his chaos was a dysregulated nervous system and weight gain and fatigue. Absolutely. Absolutely. I could see that. I could absolutely see that. Was I? No, you weren't acting up, Dr. G. You weren't acting up. You weren't acting up. I was just trying to go back through the comments to see what was really happening here. Let me see. Hi, it's Paula from Scotland. Could I have a card? A card? What's that? Vitalia? Lydia? Oh, I don't. What do you mean a card? I don't know what that means, baby. Hey, Steelers, I see you. How's the missus? How you doing? Oh no, I don't do that, sweetie. I don't do tarot readings. I don't do that. That's not my thing. I just talk to people and love up on them. That's what I do. That's what I does. That's what I does. Yes. So here's the thing. I've seen men and women rush into relationships to avoid loneliness. And I've seen men and women pause, heal, and then meet partners who felt peaceful and mutual. The difference wasn't luck, it was readiness. That's that is the difference. My lady is good. She got a good man. I know that's right, Steelers. You better say so. You better say so. Claim it. Claim it. I'm a good man. You better say so. Y'all know how silly I am, right? A lot of people don't take the time to ready themselves for the life that they legit want. And to be honest, hey Eugene, I see you. Welcome in, welcome in. I see you. How are you? Hey Water, I see you, baby. Getting ready for all that you desire is really what it's all about. We don't get to change people. We don't get to tell other people what to do. But we do get to change ourselves and change our lives and become who it is that we desire to have in our lives. Never again, I'd rather be happy and alone than to be with someone out of no. Absolutely praying. I concur. Concur. I concur. I concur. Let me I just want to give y'all, I think I'm right on target. Yes, I am. Look at that. God is good. Let me give y'all a journal prompt. I know I already gave y'all some, but I'm going to give you some. I'm going to give you one more. What would it look like if I fully chose myself this year? What would it look like if you fully chose yourself this year? What would it look like? If this year you decided that you were going to pour into you, that you were going to love yourself, that you were going to honor yourself, what would it look like? What do you need for you? So the question is, what would it look like if you fully chose yourself this year? I know that's right, Mashy. I see you. Welcome in. Welcome in. What would it look like? Let me give you an affirmation. I am worthy of safe, steady love, and it begins with me. I am ready for safe, steady love, and it begins with me. That's the affirmation. I am ready for safe, steady love, and it begins with me. It looks like me taking accountability and not blaming others. Absolutely, Kevin. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to give y'all one more. Because I like y'all like that. Because I like y'all like that. So I'm going to give y'all one more. I am becoming aligned for healthy love. I am becoming aligned for healthy love. I am becoming aligned for healthy love. If you feel heavy in your spirit because tomorrow is Valentine's Day, try your best not to, because that has nothing to do with your value. It's simply a date on the calendar. That's all it is. Your value, yes, it looks like me letting go of unhealthy attachments to people, things, and bad habits. Absolutely. Absolutely, Kevin. Your value is in your growth, your boundaries, your self trust, your clarity, and your healing. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, baby. I see you. Thank you. I want you to understand that your value is in, I'm going to say it again, your growth, your boundaries, self trust, clarity, and your healing. Just so we are clear. And that is the work that I will continue to do inside of my Unlocking Your Love community. We don't focus on chasing love. We focus on becoming emotionally ready to receive it. Because when you love yourself, you stop accepting less. I want you all to choose yourselves because you are worthy. Choose yourself because you are enough. Stand up for yourself and honor yourself, because if you don't, nobody else will. I'm being honest. Now, what I want to do is I want to bring a few people up for a panel discussion. Who's up? Who's down for a panel discussion tonight? Who's down to come up on the panel? This looks like focusing on my relationship with myself and God. Absolutely. Absolutely. Who wants to come up on the panel tonight? Who wants to come? Hold on, Pring. I'm going to bring you up. Good evening, baby. Good evening. Hey, Melanated. I see you, baby. How are you? Good, 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 good. I'm looking for some brothers. Where the brothers at? Let's have a discussion. Uh-oh. Huh? I don't know. I didn't hear that. I don't know. Maybe not. No, maybe you're not, because everything's changing. So I don't know. I know we can't put the words up. We can't put the words up. There's something. Yeah. 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 Oh, just so y'all know, Monday, I am doing Monday, I am doing Superfans only after the live on Monday. Just so y'all know. I just saw my girl come flying in the room. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Omara, I thank you, baby. I appreciate you. She said, love your glasses and hairstyle. Thank you, Lola, for life. Thank you for the heart me, my love. Thank you. Pashan, thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Monday is going to be super fans only. And one of the questions that I want to ask, right? And if you might have already at some point answered it, but I'm asking it again. Like, and matter of fact, let me just go here. Let me just go here. Y'all, let me close out my other platform. Let me close out my other platform. Oh, people were watching over on my. Okay, bye, y'all. Mm. Oh, because y'all know I can't. Hold on.